Good morning, students. Civics, Chapter 2, Prejudice and Discrimination. Last class we have learned about prejudice and kinds of prejudice. Today we will learn stereotypes, discrimination and inequality, equality in the Constitution. Let us start the class. First we will see the stereotypes. What do you mean by stereotype? Sometimes we assign some qualities to a group of people, forming a particular image of them. This image or belief about a person or a group of people based on the idea that everyone in that particular group will look or act in the same way is called stereotype. The image, the image of the people. What is stereotype? The process of fixing people into a bad image is called stereotype. The process of fixing people into a bad image. So, process of fixing, without knowing about that group, we have to fix some this image about a person or a people. Based on that idea, everyone in that particular group will look like or act in the same way. Let us see the examples. Little Rohan fell down, started crying. His mother picked him and consoled him by saying that boys don't cry. Rishi wants to learn Bharatanatyam along with his sister, but his father disagreed. When we stereotype people, when we categorize them into certain groups. A common example of stereotype in the society is associating for girl baby dolls, clothes, cooking, crying, shopping. All these things related with girls. Associating with boys means cars, outdoor games, bikes. If a girl happens to love cars, to drive cars and bike, we say that girl has boy-like qualities. Similarly, if a boy keep on crying, we tell him not to cry like a girl. So stereotypes are unfair because they prevent us from treating people as unique individuals with different qualities, abilities, likes and dislikes. So prejudice, stereotype and discrimination often lead to inequalities in society. So what is stereotype? The process of fixing people into a bad image. The image or belief about a person or a group of people based on the idea that everyone in that particular group will look or act in the same way. Is it clear? Children who are special. Some children are special. Some children are special means not a normal they are, because they are differently abled, disabled children. They might move around in a wheelchair or with the help of crutches, or they might need hearing aid to hear properly. Okay, some problem. So some children are not able to see, while some others cannot read or write fluently like their friends. So special children need our special care also and attention. So special children, you know very well who are all special children. We need to give special attention for them. They need love, respect, acceptance by others. We should neither take pity on them nor make fun of them. We are not supposed to make fun of them. It is important that differently abled children do not face any discrimination. Till recently, regular schools did not admit children with special needs. So, like this regular school, in the regular school, if you are seeing in the earlier time, they are not allowing, because we need to give special attention to that particular student. So they have to attend special schools mean for them. But now there are many inclusive schools where children with special needs get the opportunity to study together with the other children, so that they may not feel that they belong to any separate category. Then only, if special needs school will be special schools, mean then special schools are there, but that school only that special children only admitted. That means they do not get the opportunity to study together with the other children. Then how they will improve? So that now government, now there are many inclusive schools. Children with special needs get the opportunity. So those who want special needs to get the opportunity to study together with the other children. Like special category children can study with the normal children. They will get the opportunity to study together with other children, so that they may not feel that they belong to any separate category. Now we will see discrimination and inequality. Already we have studied that discrimination and prejudice often lead to different kinds of inequality in the society. Traditionally, our Indian society has been divided into different castes on the basis of their own occupation. Brahmins, priests, they usually do the pujas, all these things in the temple. Next, Kshatriyas, these kind of people, rulers and warriors, and Vaisyas. Vaisyas people always do business, traders. These all were considered to be, these three of them considered to be superior caste, and therefore in the society they were respectable. While Sutras considered as a lower caste in the Indian society, these Sutras caste people were oppressed and discriminated against. And here, an extreme form of discrimination was untouchability. Untouchability, according to the untouchability practice, these sutras, low caste people, were considered impure and untouchable, and they were forced to live outside the boundaries of the society. They were not allowed to interact with the people who belonging to the higher class, higher caste, and were denied opportunities of education in the schools also, and even religious worship also. So in the higher class, in the higher class peoples here, caste wise superior people, they were not allowed to the interact with the people those who are belonging to the lower caste. Actually they are in the society, they are not allowed to enter into the temple also, even education schools also, and hotels, wherever there, everything they used to live outside of the society, outside of the village, separate place, and they have the separate, everything separate only. So due to efforts of social reformers such as Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Sri Narayana Guru, Mahatma Gandhi, and Dr. Ambedkar, caste system as well as the practice system of untouchability have been almost eradicated from our Indian society. All these people, the social reformers like Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Narayana Guru, Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Ambedkar, all work together against the caste system as well as the practice of untouchability. They decided we have been almost eradicated from their society. Today, all men and women are treated as equals, and practice of untouchability has been banned by the Indian Constitution. Now we will see equality in the Constitution. So, the framers of the Indian Constitution, led by the chairman of the drafting committee, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Who is the chairman of the drafting committee? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. All Indians should get equal rights and opportunities, and they should be considered equal. They should be treated equal in the society also. The Constitution gives equal rights to men and women and does not allow any discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, place of birth, only for some sections of the society which have been traditionally denied rights to education. The Constitution has made some special provisions called reservation. You know all these things, reservation. Those who are very low, like Sutras, so they got their reservations so that they can work at par with the rest of the people in the society. Women and people belonging to so-called lower classes have certain number of seats reserved for them in the, so this reservation seat is not only colleges, even government jobs also, is colleges also, office also, whatever government related educational institution and offices. Moreover, to ensure equality and justice, the Constitution has granted every citizen of India certain basic rights, irrespective of their differences in terms of caste, creed, race, and religion. These are all called fundamental rights. The preamble to the Constitution of India truly reflects Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's vision of a secular India free from caste. So we need a secular India free from caste and communal basis. So today we have learned stereotype, children who are special, discrimination and inequality, equality in the Constitution. That's all for today class. We have completed this chapter 2, prejudice and discrimination. I hope you all understood. Meet you in the next class. Till then, we leave the chapter talk. Thank you. Have a nice day.